So I wanted to do a video just kind of things in depth and show you. So one, when this house was built, they didn't have the energy efficiency things that we do now. So this is a regular door. That is an unconditioned space out there. So your HVAC bills are going to be higher because you're heating and cooling this space. So how to fix that is you can get a foam backer from Lowe's or Home Depot, put on the back of this door, and make sure you have good weather stripping around this door and all around to seal this. So second, there is a whole area where there's not you could obviously, if you weren't paying attention, you don't want to step there because it's nothing. You would go through the ceiling. So as Joe was mentioning, this is a drain line, so you're going to see it outside. So in the event you're ever coming home and you saw water rushing out of these PVC pipe that's outside, you would want to come up here and make sure that this is not having water coming out and overflowing. So you do have a drain line. One of the best things you can do for your HVAC system is have it cleaned and serviced every 6 months. And one, they'll come out and clean out the drain lines and make sure there's no things clogged or anything like that. So here is your attic, this attic space. Good amount of stuff stored here. So I don't remember how in depth Jean was on the videos, but it looks like they used to have probably string lights or something here, as some owner did. You see a couple nail pops coming through, and what that just is a nail. When the house was built, they used nails, and the nail is starting to back out with temperature variations, and it's moving, right? And so what happens is backing out and it leaves a bump like that. What you do is scrape that drywall off, pull the nail out, put a screw in, and then re-drywall. Here you're seeing a tape seam. So when a house, what you have to remember when a house is built, you actually have multiple pieces of drywall making one wall. But the builder and your floor wants to make it look seamless, so they put multiple pieces of drywall, nail it, mud it, tape. But over time, temperature variation and shifting and things move, right? Your house still moves and things like that. So you'll see those areas, and that's just a cosmetic thing. As a reminder, your floor is the same thing. So sometimes, which I haven't seen them yet, but you'll have squeaking in floors. And that's because the same thing like your walls, your floors are multiple pieces of plywood that they nail together, and then, cover with padding, then carpet. So what you can do to correct that, if you ever find some squeaks, is you're going to pull the carpet padding back, find where that nail is popping out, just like where you see a nail pop, and that's your floor, the nail is popping out, and pull that nail out and put a screw in, and then put the padding back down in the carpet, and that'll eliminate that. So, just some painting areas. So again, I just can't remember when you can see where kind of a different tone when they fix this. There's not all the way painted. I know they just finished this when they listed. So some kind of painting things. You don't have an exhaust fan in here in your bathroom. When this house was built, it wasn't required. And so you're definitely going to see some moisture, things that registers rusting, things like that. The best thing you could do is add an exhaust fan into your bathrooms. It's super easy on a second floor. They actually sell some that are lights as well. And make sure you get a good exhaust fan because it's going to pull out the moisture. That's what's intended. So you're going to see on the report, there's going to be some windows that say failed thermal seal. And that always sounds kind of scary. I want to walk you through what a failed thermal seal is. So first off, you have double hung windows, which means this window sash and that window sash move independently of each other and move up and down and can be actually popped out. You also, if you don't know, you have these little locking mechanisms. So that way, if you wanted to lift up the bottom sash and have cross breeze or have fresh air, you can have coming in and it locks the window in place. Now, you see this discoloration. That's what's called a failed thermal seal. So you have a double pane window And what happens when the manufacturer makes it's 2 panes of glass and they seal it with an argon gas and then have a seal around. Over time, that seal will fail, will not evaporate, but it'll fail and it'll crack. And what will happen is the air then can escape, and then you have moisture and things can come and discolor. So it's called a failed thermal seal. It's not going to affect your energy efficiency enough to rate it. Honestly, I've had these windows and and when I replaced them, my energy bill didn't change. But it's functioning as a window, but it is most people will consider it a cosmetic issue because it's still doing its intention of what a window is supposed to do, but it gets ugly and it's not going to get any better. Now, I will tell you, most windows have amazing warranties that people are not aware of. I want to just see if I can find. So there's a label right there. And it says the size, and you can go warranty information. That's the size. You want to find a label somewhere in the house that will show who the manufacturer is, and you can call these manufacturers and tell them the address, and they'll tell you if there's a warranty still in place for the windows themselves. And a lot of times there is, and they'll either cover sometimes glass for life. Sometimes you just have to pay for the labor and they'll send you the glass, and sometimes they'll send you the sashes, the actual sash, or sometimes their warranties would even cover labor. So something food for thought. So you just, again, see a tape job right there. And again, I just couldn't remember what Jean had shared. So I just want to make sure everyone's aware. Just, you can kind of see a tape cosmetic thing. Normal settlement crack, you'll have those. So you do have the scuttle access and the pull down attic here. So this is the popcorn ceilings in this room. No overhead lighting too, as a reminder, but because it's a second floor, it's easy to add a light if you wanted an overhead light. And you can just see where they had, they already did the ceiling, and so you can see that mud line and things like that. So the baseboard is new. It hadn't been ever caulked, and so just you can caulk those trim nails, and then a lot of times people would paint it. So just painting things. What I would even do is, if you don't like having the pull down attic access door in that bedroom, what I would have done personally is I would have come and actually add the attic access door with a pull down here in this area. You can get those pull down ladders from Lowe's for like $250. You're going to have the HVAC return sizes in the home inspection. So the other thing to do for your energy efficiency of your home, for it to function well, is you're going to want to change your filters monthly. You're going to want to use the thinnest filters really that you can buy, because the thick filters that HEPA and allergy filters, it's like an N95 mask for your HVAC system, and if it can't suck, it can't blow. And so you don't want to restrict air. So what they did, what you're seeing is some previous owner, they had the popcorn ceiling and they removed it.